Hi, I'm Beth. I'm BL PaperWorks, and I'm going to do an upcycle project with you today. I have a chandelier in my bathroom that has 5 little candelabra lights on it, and I'm going to upcycle these paper shades into this. I'm going to use DIY paint. You can use any chalk paint you want. You will also need some air dry clay. You will need glue, a little bit of cornstarch, a brush. You're going to need some type of mold. These are IOD brand, so I'm going to use those. But you can use any mold that you would like. I'm just going to paint the outside. And this surface on this particular lampshade is a little bit textured, so I'm just going to kind of go all over. So you can see I was careful to get around the rims. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. And I may need a little more touch up in different spots, you'll see. So this is like a cooking show where they magically pull out a finished casserole from the oven as soon as they put one in. So this one is already dry. You're using air dry clay. It's just what it says. It air dries you. And the mold I used was this one. So I like to use some cornstarch, and that helps the mold, the clay, to pop right out. So to get the excess out. Alright, so I'm going to push that in there. Make sure it gets down in so it gets all of the details. Just your fingers to smooth that out and get the excess off of the mold. Alright, so pretty smooth there. And you just turn the mold over and peel it up. It comes right out. There is the finished mold. Isn't it pretty? So because this is a paper product, this is paper clay, wood glue is a great glue to use, but there's other options you can use also. And I'm going to use my finger to spread it around. Push that all down. And you can tape this into place too using painter's tape. You don't want to use something so sticky that it's going to peel the paint off of, or even damage the shade, since it's just. And air dry clay has a tendency to curl up a little bit, so in some situations you can use this on furniture. I would definitely tape it into place so that the edges stay down. So that's what it looks like. This is the one that is dry, and it gets nice and hard, and you get all of the, I want to cover up the detail with a thick glob of paint. Okay, so this is the dried one. The clay is dry, the paint is dry. We're ready to wax this one. And I did use white wax, like I said before. It'll highlight the details of the mold. All right, so I'm just gonna put that in there. One step I forgot, used clear wax first. And if you use a colored wax and you don't like how it's looking, you can put the clear wax on there, and it will act like an eraser. I want it to be so white. And I did the original one a while ago and I forgot. So I'm going to go over the whole thing with the clear wax first. And again, you can use any kind of wax that you like that's suitable for furniture. This wax in particular is all natural. Okay, So I'm going to wipe off the excess. And when that dries, that'll even out. And I don't have to have full coverage. I'm going to rub that around, get the look that I want, and get it to the desired effect. Okay. Once the wax dries, you let that dry overnight, and then it will be ready for you to buff, and you can just do that with a soft cloth. It'll give it a nice sheen, and it's ready to put onto your light fixture. If you'd like to tune in to my Facebook page, BL PaperWorks, or my YouTube channel, also BL PaperWorks, I post upcycle projects every few weeks or so, and thanks for having me.